Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be making chapati and samosas for you, so stay tuned.
By pouring your flour. I'm using 2 kgs, all of it. Salt, you can eyeball, I don't know the measurements. Some sugar and salt to taste. And then you mix. Make sure you mix thoroughly so that the taste can be even. When you're done mixing, you take some warm water and pour as you mix. I use my hands, but you can use a mixer or a mwiko, anything that works for you. Just add water. Continue adding water as you mix. Make sure the dough does not end up being too hard or too soft. Add more water. Let me remind you, this is 2 kgs flour, so don't mind why I'm using a lot of water, and I'm filling the dough using my hands. Mix evenly. Make sure you are consistent. More water. Also, don't worry. When you see your dough is a bit watery, you can add more flour. Let me show you how we do it. Just add a little bit of flour as you mix. Enough. Consistency. And for those using a mixer, when it reaches this point, kindly stop using the mixer. You can use your hands to mix the dough. You can pound it like I am if you want. Bora ukande unga. When you're almost done, you can add a little bit of liquid oil, some cooking oil. Just a little bit, but we'll do it once we are done mixing. Make sure you have a consistent dough. You can test the dough to feel whether the salt and sugar has been even. You know, it's good. Now at this juncture, we don't add any more flour. We just add a little bit of fresh fry oil. That's enough. And mix it. Remember, we want a consistent dough that is not too soft and not too hard. Okay, when you get here and you see that your dough is a little bit sticky to the hands, one of the kitchen hack that you can do is wash your hands using cold water and then come back and knead the dough one more last time and cover it using a cold kitchen towel. Guys, I've already washed my hands using cold water. Just come smoothly, gently and mix it. You see it's not sticky. That's a kitchen hack I've given you. Add it in your to-do list. You see your dough. You can lift it from the basin and return it without it sticking. That's a very easy kitchen hack that you can get it at your comfort, in the comfort of your home. I'm now going to wet this kitchen towel with cold water, or you can also use warm water, lukewarm water, and then we are going to cover our dough and let it rest for about 30 to 25 minutes. As you can see, our kitchen towel is already wet. Just cover it gently and 25 to 30 minutes. Make sure your kitchen surface is clean. Hygiene is the most important thing. Kitchen rules. You take off. This is 25 to 35 minutes later. As you can see, our dough is quite settled. You see? So the next thing that we are going to do, you need a rolling pin, a knife, your flour, and some oil. I'm going to show you guys how I make balls, chapati balls. Now, you see how my dough looks cute and delicious. Now, you can divide your dough into pieces using a knife. You cut. You see, when you see air holes, that shows that your dough has settled well and it is ready to be cooked. You can set this one aside. Now here it's where you just use minimal flour. Just dust the dough. Try and twist it a little bit. You can dust your working area with a little bit flour. Guys, a little bit flour. We are trying as much as possible not to work with hard chapatis. We just want soft chapatis that are easily peeling themselves off. So you roll. Don't worry about the speed. The more you practice, the better it gets. As you roll, you can do like this. If you're not a pro, you can do like this. Pour dust your working area. We are trying to roll our dough so that we can get a round circumference, so that we are going to divide our chapatis into small pieces. Make sure you are careful in the kitchen. Do not break anything, but make everything. Roll gently. Don't mind the video, but I'm rolling gently, I swear. Roll, roll. Make sure it's even. This is a very quick thing. Work under clean kitchen surfaces. Okay. Here we have a. Okay. Once you've rolled out your dough, you come in with your oil. You can do 2 spoons depending on how big your dough circle is. You can use your hands because I find it hard using a spoon. It's time wasting and we are trying to save time. We're done. Don't put a lot of oil because you remember a while back we used some oil when we were making the dough. Now this is where you come in with your knife and cut into pieces depending on whichever size you want your chapatis to be. As you cut your dough, make sure you do it gently. And don't worry why I'm taking my knife all the way down. It's because my dough is a little bit big and I'm using this kitchen surface and I must cut till the end. Now you take one of the pieces, use your hands. This is how I roll my chapatis. Voila, easy peasy, easy peasy. I'm going to do the same to the rest and then I'm going to show you the outcome. Guys, as you can see, this is the outcome. My balls are 27, and then we are going to let it rest for like 10 to 15 minutes because we had already let the dough to rest. We're going to use the same kitchen towel and cover it so that they don't get dry. Guys, you can clean the basin if you want, but since you are still going to put your chapatis in here, I don't see the need of you cleaning it. I'm going to show you another hack. For those who don't have dishes to put your chapatis, you can use, this is the flour that we were using. You just burst it open and then you keep it in here. As we wait for our dough to settle for the 10 to 15 minutes, this is what you can be doing, or you can go and watch a movie as you wait for the dough to rise. This is easy. You can use kibati ufunikie juu or another basin or a sufuria, either way. If you don't have a basin, you can use a sufuria and just place it inside. It doesn't matter. It helps the chapatis to pour the excess oil when you're frying the chapati in the pan. And voila. Now it's time for us to make the roll, the rounds. This is how. So you can place your chapati in gently. You're going to wait for it to catch the heat. You can twist it. Look. As you can see, our chapati has begun showing another, like a clear surface, a transparent surface. That shows that the chapati is absorbing the heat from the pan. We turn it. Hey, what is this? Now, this is where you come in with your oil. Pour inside. Twist it. You can use a spoon if it is too hot. Gently turn. Twist it. You can use your hands. Keep checking. Chapatis, one thing about chapatis is that you have to be patient and you shouldn't be in a hurry. You can see our chapatis are well cooked. I'm going to cook one. We're going to turn. You remember the first chapati that we had? Place it inside. Turn. Take some oil. Not too much, not too little. Turn. Give it some time to turn golden brown. There are different methods of cooking chapatis. So this one is the first one. Make sure you keep checking whether it's cooking. Not yet. If the heat is too low, you can increase. Be patient, be patient. Patience is key here, guys. Patience, patience. Okay. See, our chapati is golden brown.
the final results. Nionje hadi nakataa ku. So guys, these are the final results. Let me have a taste.